Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pits and Motor Chaos. This is Dave. I got on the line with me Ashley Sanford, top fuel dragster now. How are you, Ashley?
Oh man, it's not gonna get old hearing that. That is for sure. Thanks for having me.
No problem. So when did you get your top fuel dragster driving license?
Well, it started at this just this past spring nationals in Las Vegas of this year. It was in April that I started the process, and unfortunately, the day we went out to do it, all I needed were 3 different kinds of incremental runs. But turns out that day, Vegas decided to have a giant windstorm and thunder rainstorm. So we were battling the elements that day, and for those reasons, weren't able to complete all the passes we needed to get. So we regrouped, and all we needed was 1 pass. And we figured out the next time I could go out and get in the Nitro Ninja car would be the Charlotte, North Carolina race at ZMAX drag strip, and it was unbelievable. My first time going to that drag strip, got to hang out at the races all weekend and be a fan. That Monday morning, we went out about 8:30 a.m., and of course that day too, there was supposed to be rain at about 9:30, and they only opened the track at 8 o'clock, so again, we were battling the elements, but we got it done, and that one and done pass, and May 1st of 2017, at 8:30 a.m., I was a top fuel licensed driver.
And how did that feel?
Oh, man. I still have butterflies. Making that last pass, especially knowing we have the pressure of this is our last chance to get at it again, or else I'm going to have to come back to another event, pay another track fee to just go out and try and get it done. So it was crazy because there was so much pressure built into just getting it done in that one pass. And, the adrenaline's already out of this world, but it just put it on a whole other level. So getting to go out there, make a pass, which was, by the way, a 382 ET at 317 miles an hour. We were flying. It was, God was by my side, that's for sure, because it all just came together perfectly. My parents were there. We were all big crybabies, being emotional. And, I've seen my dad cry twice in his life. And we were all big babies. It was the coolest experience, something I will never forget. And I just can't wait to take it to the next level now.
Then once you got that license, all that pressure was taken off, huh?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Because, it's a very humbling experience being in one of those beasts, as I call them, because they truly are a beast of a machine. And I've always been someone that hasn't had fear, and I went into it saying, oh, I'm going to be fine, I've got this, I can do this, trying to be as confident as they can. And after my first pull, just going out and doing the incremental, which was a half-track pass still, I had to take the biggest breath and take probably 100 steps back and be like, whoa, this is insane. And so from there, it was just, the pressure was building up to knowing, hey, I want to compete with these amazing people in the NHRA, and I'm going to have to learn it. I'm going to have to get there. So it definitely kind of settled me down a little bit, and which is funny because, you wouldn't think to get settled down after a half-track pass in a top fuel dragster. But from there, it just, it made me focus more, and, it definitely helped me as a driver, because not too long ago I went back in the top alcohol seat, and it was just such an amazing experience, a humbling experience, and like I said, I just can't wait to take it to the next level now and actually go out and compete against all the other top fuel drivers and in the fastest class in the whole entire world.
Now, so what's the biggest difference jumping in the top fuel seat compared to the top alcohol?
The alcohol car compared to the top fuel car, when you look at them next to each other in the staging lanes, you would think they're racing each other because the cars are pretty much identical except for in the alcohol class, of course, there's just the blown alcohol cars and then the A-fuel injected cars where, the top fuel car, you have the combination of the blower and nitromethane. And that's really the biggest difference. Just from that alone, it creates literally half the power that the alcohol cars produce, or I'm sorry, double the power that the alcohol cars produce. So from there, when I got in the seat, everything was the same. Procedure is the same. The car, when you're in the seat, though, when you hit that throttle, that's when it changes. Because the takeoff, it just immediately, you feel the rumble. It's intensified by at least 100. When you're hitting half track, that's usually when in my car, it's, that's where it lags off. It picks up speed, but in a top fuel dragster at half track, I swear, it feels like you're getting slingshotted into another dimension. It just totally kicks in, and the power is out of this world.
And now you got that big smell of the nitromethane.
Exactly. I got a taste. I'm addicted now.
You get to make people's eyes tear up.
Oh, I know. Nitro tears are the best kind.
So, are you still driving the alcohol dragster?
I am. It is our family car, so we're, holding on to it for now, and I raced it just this past month or so ago at Norwalk Nationals, and we actually totally redid the car. We got a new chassis. Engine's just about the same, but, tweaked some things because we were having some trouble with our chassis we were using before, so we still want to compete in that class as well. But, of course, I want to be focused on Top Fuel, too, so that's why I'm very excited to be debuting at the U.S. Nationals this year at Indy in the Top Fuel class, because eventually that's where I want to be full-time. I want to be racing Top Fuel. That's the dream. But, of course, seat time is seat time, and getting out there and being behind the wheel, no matter what it is very important. So until that glorious moment happens, I'm going to try and do as many races as I can in the family A-Fuel car. But, I really want to be in that Top Fuel car.
Right. Leah Pritchett, look out.
I know, all the girls, everyone. And, that's one of the things I did a post earlier today, because I was just looking at the entry list and seeing my name next to, Tony Schumacher, Antoine Brown, Leah, Brittany, Clay. I surreal, because I'm going to be in the lanes with these people who I look up to, and I'm going to be fangirling. I'm going to, want to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm here with you. But at the same time, I want to kick their butt. So I don't know how I'm going to balance those two acts together, but once the helmet and the visor comes down, it's going to be a whole different story. But nonetheless, I'm so excited.
Now, this event's Labor Day weekend?
Yes, Labor Day weekend. Brownsburg, Indiana.
And what are the dates on that for everybody out there?
It is going to be, I know, it's August, I think literally the very end of August, like August 30th to September 2nd, I believe. It's a long race. It starts that Wednesday and it ends on Monday. But I'll be competing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Okay, everybody. So you heard it. Get out there. Indiana, right?
Yep, get out there. Watch on FS1. It'll be on the Fox National Network that Monday, that Labor Day. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, but watching it on TV is nothing like being there in personal.
Oh, no, exactly. I tell everyone, if you haven't been there, then you haven't seen it.
Yeah, the sound on the TV is nothing like being there and hearing the sound live.
Exactly, I agree.
So what's your schedule like for the alcohol dragster for the rest of the year?
Well, so we're really focused on, putting in a lot of our sponsors' efforts towards the U.S. Nationals next. And for that reason, a lot of people like to think that, since we're a family team, we have family money and we, just get it done that way. It's so wrong. I am so grateful to all our sponsors because we literally, truly couldn't do it without them. America's Best Value Inn, Red Lion Hotel, NGK, Lucas Oil, CP Crow, Weld Wheels, Molly and Clevite. All those people help us out tremendously and make it all happen. And, we're still in the works and trying to get more on board because we want to get out to more races. But for that reason being said, we put a lot of the funds into the Top Fuel race, which is not cheap to do, but we thought it was very important that I stay out there, I get my debut race in while I freshly still have my license, and then from there, As of right now, we're just going to be doing Dallas, Vegas, and Pomona in the alcohol car.
Now, for the top fuel car, are you going to have the same sponsors?
We're working on some stuff, so, I mean, this is as of right now. I mean, I would love for something, a miracle to happen, and one of those things we're working on to come together, because if we can make that happen, I would absolutely make the jump to do more top fuel races this year, but nonetheless, I'll be in the alcohol family car, Dallas, Vegas, and Pomona.
So with the alcohol dragster, what was your top speed run on that?
273 miles an hour on the quarter mile. Wow. And 528 EC. So going from 273 to 319 was actually my quickest mile per hour pass. It was quite a jump.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. And, I mean, the most impressive thing is yeah, I mean, I was going quarter mile, and going from quarter mile to 1,000 foot, it's just, I mean, it's such a difference. It's crazy.
Right. Now, since you've been in the alcohol dragster, what's been your greatest moment?
In the alcohol car, man, there's so many to pick from. I mean, honestly, I would say maybe our very first full season, we got to run 10 races and travel all the way to Reading, Pennsylvania, in our old 88 diesel truck, and just me and the family, and that was the beginning of the dream, and when I realized I can do this, we can do this. And I think that whole season in a whole just kind of changed everything for me and my family. And from then on, I mean, it's so hard to pick just one moment, because every time at the racetrack is the best day of your life. At least for me it is. It's better than being anywhere else in the world. So I would definitely say that season in a whole was just so amazing, getting to do 10 national events. We actually ended up doing 14 events total, 10 national events, 4 regional events. And that's when I realized, I was like, I want to do this full time. This is a dream I want to come true.
Now, for the top fuel dragster, will you have the same crew as the alcohol dragster?
No, actually, I am working with the Laguna family, the Nitro Ninja Dragster, and we're working with their whole crew, the Nitro Ninja crew, and they're amazing, incredible people, family-oriented, fun, positive, and that's everything my family is. And that's why we clicked so well, and why I'm so blessed that I got the license with them. And now I get to debut on my first top fuel race with them. They make me feel comfortable and confident in the car, and that's what you want as a team. You want to work together and boost each other up. So it's going to be amazing working with them.
Now, your family's part of your crew, right?
Yes, they are part of the alcohol crew, though. So it's going to be hard coming out there. And my dad already, during the licensing process, he loves to get his hands dirty. So it was a little hard for him not to be able to get in and do anything. At the same time, he's so proud and so excited to be a part of this whole experience. So, nonetheless, even though he won't be working on the car, he'll be cheerleader. He'll be there doing that.
Right. So, what did all your friends think about when you got your top fuel license?
Oh, it's pretty crazy, because most of my friends I've been friends with my whole life. I'm very close with my family and cousins, and other friends just have always known me as being the daredevil racer girl and known that this is my dream. So getting to get my license, it was just overwhelming, the amount of love I got and support. And that's one of the things I feel the most lucky to have, is that support, because that's what, fuels you on those days where you're like, my goodness, like, you feel like you're not getting anywhere as far as sponsorship goes, or like getting the process of getting my license. It's all a lot of work and a lot of stress, but they always had my back. So getting my license, let's just say I can't even remember how many text messages and phone calls I got, but it was overwhelming and it was amazing.
How did your boyfriend feel?
Yeah.
Was your boyfriend excited?
boyfriend. Oh, yeah, no, boyfriend was so excited. And he is a very hard worker and unfortunately could not get off to come out and watch me do that last pass and was so upset. But it was 8:30 for us out there in the morning and 5:30 for him at home. And he got up on his day off. Well, he worked the day before, long story short. But, yeah, got up at 5:30 in the morning to watch it live on the little dash camera at ZMAX Dragway. And he was so excited for me. I felt so bad he couldn't be there because he was literally beating himself up that he couldn't be. But he's definitely tied with my mom with my #1 cheerleader.
Oh, and congratulations on 7 years between you two.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, it's crazy. High school sweetheart. Time flies by.
Yeah, so the Top Fuel dragster, what is the name on the dragster? Nitro?
Yes. Well, this is the Lagana's car when Dom drives it. He names it, and its name is the Nitro Ninja Top Fuel Dragster. But when we compete at the U.S. Nationals, it is going to be the America's Best Value and Top Fuel Dragster.
Very cool.
That will be the main sponsor of the event for me.
Yeah, and I know you're like probably thinking, man, this event can't come soon enough.
Oh, I know. The countdown's on. It's 31 days until the event itself, but it is 3 weeks and 1 day away from testing, which is the week before the U.S. Nationals. They open up the track for a few days of testing. So I'm very happy that I get to go out the week before, and we're going to do a couple passes to, just get back in the groove, get back working together. So I'm going to be in the car in 3 weeks and 1 day, and I cannot wait.
And I'm sure a lot of these Top Fuel dragsters you're going to be going up against were like big inspirations for you?
Oh yeah, huge inspirations. It's crazy knowing that I get to be in the lanes with Tony Schumacher, like I said before, Antoine Brown, Brittany Force, like people who I've looked up to for so long. It's going to be surreal.
Yeah, I think when the last interview my wife did with you, you were saying you want to get in Top Fuel racing.
Yep, and here we are. We're doing it. Yeah, no, very exciting.
So one more time, name the events you're doing with the alcohol dragster for everybody out there.
The alcohol cart. I will be racing at the Dallas Nationals, the Vegas Nationals, and the Pomona Nationals. So look out for me in Indy, and then after that, Dallas, Vegas, Pomona. Here we go.
Then if they didn't get that, they could go on your Ashley Sanford Facebook like page and see all where you're going to be at.
Oh, yeah. No, I update whenever a race is coming up. I'll be posting about it. Even as the race weekend goes on, I'll be doing updates of what's going on in qualifying and eliminations and everything in between. Now,
you don't have a website, do you?
Yes, I do, but actually the website's under construction. But if you want to go on Facebook, Ashley Sanford Drag Racing, or just Ashley Sanford usually pops right up. You can follow me there, or on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. I am on Ashley Racer Girl. Very happy I was able to nag that one. Kind of become my nickname, Ashley Racer Girl. But Ashley Sanford or Ashley Racer Girl, follow me on any social media account, and you guys can keep up to date with everything that's going on.
So there you go, everybody. She's pretty much everywhere.
I try to be.
Well, Ashley, I want to thank you for your time for the interview.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me again.
And hopefully everybody goes out and sees you with your first event for your Top Fuel dragster.
Yep, I hope so. It's going to be, the U.S. Nationals has been said to be the Super Bowl of drag racing. So it's going to be a crazy crowd, and I hope to see some of you guys there.
Now, do you have any last words for all the fans out there?
Thank you. Thank you to all the fans, because truly at heart, I'm a fan myself, and this sport thrives off of the fans. So thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. And is listening and comes out to the races because I appreciate all your support.
Very good. You have a good night, Ashley.
Thank you so much. Take care. We'll talk next time.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.